Your resume can be rejected before a human ever understands you. And now, AI is making that problem worse for a lot of job seekers. AI tools made resume writing faster. That sounds like good news, but when thousands of people use the same tools with the same prompts, the same phrases start showing up everywhere. The mistake is not using AI. The mistake is treating AI like a shortcut that can replace judgment, memory, and personal proof. A fast resume is not automatically a strong resume. AI is good at organizing messy information. It can rewrite awkward sentences, fix grammar, summarize experience, and help you match a resume to a job posting. Used carefully, that can be helpful. But AI does not know what actually happened in your job. It does not know which project was hard, which customer problem you solved, which system you improved, or what your manager trusted you to handle. So when people give AI a vague prompt, they get a vague resume. It says things like results-driven professional, strong communicator, proven leader, and skilled at cross-functional collaboration. Those phrases are not always wrong. The problem is that they are not evidence. They tell the reader what you want them to believe, but they do not show what you actually did. A recruiter is not reading your resume like a personal essay. They are scanning for fit. They want to see role match, tools, scope, outcomes, industry context, and signs that your experience is real. When a resume sounds polished but empty, it creates a pattern recruiters recognize. The writing is smooth, but every sentence feels strangely interchangeable. It could belong to almost anyone. Bot tone often sounds confident without being specific. It uses big professional language, but it avoids the small details that make work believable. Real work has friction, context, trade-offs, and constraints. For example, imagine a resume bullet that says, optimized operational workflows to improve efficiency and enhance team productivity. It sounds professional, but it does not tell us what changed. Now compare that with this. Rebuilt the weekly inventory tracking process in Excel, reducing duplicate entries and helping a 5-person operations team close reports faster. This feels more real because it gives context. The stronger version is not better because it uses fancier language. It is better because it gives the reader something to picture, a process, a tool, a team, and a result. Hiring teams already deal with too many applications. AI has made it easier to submit more resumes faster. That means the average application pile is noisier, and weak signals get ignored even faster. When every resume claims leadership, innovation, and impact, those words lose power. The resume that stands out is usually the one that sounds grounded in a real person's actual work. If you are trying to build a stronger career in the AI era, subscribe for practical videos on resumes, interviews, workplace strategy, and the skills that make you harder to ignore. A useful test is simple. After reading each bullet, ask yourself if another person with the same job title could easily claim the same thing. If yes, the bullet needs more human proof. Human proof is the evidence that connects a claim to your real experience. It can be a tool you used, a type of customer you supported, a team size, a project name, a workflow, a problem, or a measurable result. Numbers are useful when you have them. Revenue, time saved, tickets resolved, error rates, budget size, and team size can all make a resume stronger. But not every job gives you clean numbers. If you do not have exact metrics, do not invent them. Use honest scope instead. Say how often you did the task, who depended on it, what system it affected, or what problem it prevented. A cashier, assistant, analyst, designer, teacher, technician, or coordinator can all show scope. Daily customer volume, recurring reports, equipment handled, deadlines supported, or departments served can make the work concrete. One of the easiest ways to improve an AI-generated bullet is to use a before and after frame. What was messy before you acted, and what became clearer faster, safer, or easier after your work. Another simple frame is problem, action, result. You name the issue, explain what you did, and show what changed. This keeps the sentence focused on evidence instead of decoration. A generic bullet might say, delivered excellent customer service in a fast-paced environment. A stronger version would say, handled daily customer support tickets for billing and account access issues, documenting repeat problems for the product team. A generic office bullet might say, assisted with administrative tasks and improved office efficiency. A stronger version would say, maintained meeting schedules, vendor records, and onboarding documents for a 12-person department. A generic management bullet might say, led teams to achieve business goals. A stronger version would say, supervised 8 retail associates during weekend shifts, balancing floor coverage, register support, and new hire coaching. The answer is not to ban AI from your resume process. The answer is to change how you use it. AI should help you edit and structure your proof, not create fake substance from thin air. Before you ask AI to rewrite anything, make raw notes about your work. Write down projects, tools, problems, people, deadlines, systems, mistakes you fixed, and responsibilities that were not obvious from your job title. AI output depends heavily on the ingredients you give it. If you give it only a job title, it will guess. If you give it real details, it can help turn those details into clearer resume language. Instead of saying, write resume bullets for a marketing assistant, give the tool your actual notes. Say that you scheduled email campaigns, cleaned contact lists, built reports in Google Sheets, and coordinated approvals with sales. After AI gives you a draft, read it out loud. If it sounds like a corporate brochure, simplify it. A resume should sound professional, but it should still sound like a real human explaining real work. Watch for inflated verbs that make small tasks sound suspiciously grand. Spearheaded, revolutionized, transformed, and optimized can be useful sometimes, but they become weak when the actual action is unclear. Plain verbs often work better. Built, tracked, trained, scheduled, analyzed, repaired, answered, designed, reviewed, tested, organized, and documented are clear. They help the reader understand what you did without guessing. You should tailor your resume to the job description, but tailoring does not mean copying every phrase. It means showing the parts of your experience that are most relevant to that role. Some applicants paste long keyword blocks into their resumes and hope software will reward them. That can make the resume awkward for a human reader. Keywords matter, but they need to be connected to real experience. Applicant tracking systems help companies collect, search, and organize applications. They are not magic judges of your worth. A resume still needs clear job titles, dates, skills, and experience that a human can understand. AI tools sometimes create resumes that look impressive, but are hard to scan. Keep formatting simple. Use clear headings, consistent dates, normal fonts, and bullets that do not hide the main point. For each role, the first bullet should usually carry the strongest evidence. Do not bury your best work under a vague summary. Lead with the project, responsibility, or outcome most connected to the job you want next. There is another danger. If AI writes a resume that exaggerates your work, the interview can expose it quickly. A hiring manager may ask how you did it, what tools you used, and what happened next. Every bullet on your resume should be something you can explain in a calm, specific way. If you cannot tell the story behind it, rewrite it until it matches what you actually know and did. In a world full of polished sameness, authenticity becomes a competitive advantage. Not oversharing, not being casual, just giving enough concrete detail that the reader can trust the work happened. Before sending your resume, ask 4 questions. Is this specific? Is it true? Is it relevant to the job? Can I explain it in an interview? If the answer is yes, the bullet is probably stronger than most AI filler. The best way to use AI is like an editor sitting beside you. You bring the facts. It helps with clarity, order, grammar, and concision. But you remain responsible for the truth and the judgment. A resume is not supposed to make you sound perfect. It is supposed to make your experience easy to understand. The goal is not to impress everyone. The goal is to help the right employer see the right evidence quickly. AI-generated resumes are ruining applications when they replace real proof with smooth language. But if you use AI to sharpen honest details, your resume can become clearer, more specific, and more human. What part of resume writing feels hardest right now? The summary, the bullet points, the keywords, or explaining your impact? Ask your question in the comments, or suggest the next career topic you want covered.